Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a story time video, and this is of the time that I took a fake Chanel bag to the Chanel store. Oh my god, I want to cringe so bad. So yeah, this is going to be the story of that, and listen to the whole story. And then I will be showing the bag because I still have the bag. So I will be showing the bag later on in the video and all the information. So, oh my gosh, it's cringy. First of all, Vince was against me sharing this bag because I think like 2 years ago I wanted to make a video on this, and because I think it's interesting, and my fiance was like, no, they're gonna automatically assume all of your handbags are fake and no one's gonna want to watch you and blah blah blah. But I don't think that's true. You guys know that I have real handbags. So I just wanted to show you guys and talk about this because it's kind of a weird situation, and I figured if I ever do show you this bag, because it is always on display in my closet, if I ever show you this bag, I wanted you guys to know the backstory of why I would have a fake Chanel bag. So, growing up, this was my mother's bag. She never really wore it, but this was a bag that she was proud of, I would say. I don't think she knew it was fake. I had always heard about this bag growing up, and every once in a while she'd go through her like storage boxes and find her skinny jeans and then her Chanel bag and her designer this and designer that and stuff like that. So this was her bag. I don't know if she knew it was fake, but she would always talk about this bag, but she would never wear it. So that's why I was like, don't you think you'd wear it if you had a Chanel bag? But it was pretty beat up. So she always talked about it, and my mom, she passed away in 2011, and about a year before she passed away, she sent me she had sent a car, an old car, which I still have, but it was my grandmother's car who had passed away. She ships this car to me, and this is about a year before my mom died of cancer, and when I got the car, I opened the trunk and there was a couple boxes in the trunk, and I thought, oh, she sent me these boxes because she probably wanted just to send me stuff from Texas, and this is an easy way, just throw it in the back of the car and ship the car to me. So when I opened the boxes, one of the things I found was the Chanel bag. So I thought she gifted me the Chanel bag, and I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. But the Chanel bag was in beat up condition. Like, it was like, I don't know, I think it had some like mold in it. You guys are gonna be like, this is so gross. Why would you keep this bag? Just wait. And it was like really poor condition, like clearly been beat up, clearly been through hell. The worst condition I've ever seen of a like handbag. But it was a Chanel bag. And so it's like, why would you keep a bag like that if it's fake? You might as well just get rid of it if it's in that shitty condition. I assumed it's real. And so yeah. Right before she passed, she was like, I can't find my Chanel bag. Like, literally, she was in a state where she couldn't... I sound positive when I talk about this because it's been so long since this has happened, but she was so sick and she couldn't really move or anything like that, but she had made a comment about not being able to find her Chanel bag. And I said, oh, you shipped it to me. I thought she meant to do it. Turns out it was an accident that she shipped it to me, but I'm glad she shipped it to me because, you know... But yeah, and so she was like literally ill and dying, and she was asking about the Chanel bag. This is such a dark story, and I seem so positive. This has been almost 10 years that I can reflect back on this. But so I was like, this is something that was sentimental to my mom. Her story was that my grandparents got this from Germany. They were traveling due to my grandpa was a Freemason and work like that, and for some reason they were in Germany and doing all these travels, and they bought this bag and brought it back for her as a gift. That was the story. So I still don't know. I think, like, I feel like she must have known it was fake, but then again, I thought it was real too. And this was before I had ever even touched or seen a real life Chanel bag. Like, I've seen them on TV and I was like in awe, but I had never even touched or looked at a Chanel bag. I had not owned like real designer bags at this time. So she passes away. I have the bag. About 2 years later, I was 23 and I was working really hard, multiple jobs, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna spend the money. I discovered that Chanel has this thing, and I'm pretty sure they still have it, but you can send the bags to them that have been kind of beat up and they'll do their best to like fix the chain and fix stuff like that. And so I had saved up a good amount of my money and I was like, I'm gonna take this bag to Chanel and get it fixed up so I can wear it in memory of my mom. And I was too nervous to go to the Chanel store. So we live in the Bay Area, San Francisco. Chanel store is our Chanel store. I was too nervous to go alone. I convinced my friend to go with me. And I remember the day we went, like, it's the Chanel store. There's a lot of pressure on that. So I dressed in like ballet flats and like a sweater and like just like all put together how I thought you would dress if you shop at Chanel. And my friend wore like a beanie and jeans and tennis shoes, and I was like, she looks like an off-duty model and I'm over here looking like wannabe, trying so hard to look like I can afford Chanel. And I didn't have like expensive designer purses at the time, so I think I threw my ID and credit card in my pocket because I can't be seen with a cheap handbag in Chanel. And I took the Chanel handbag in this like black reusable shopping bag. I don't know, I couldn't wear it in because it was so shitty, and you can't just be like, let me take all my stuff out and then you take my bag. So the idea was I was gonna drop it off, they're gonna have it for like 2 months, redo it, I'd pay to get it redone, and then they'd send it back to me and voila. So we go in the store and I'm talking to the girl, I'm like, yeah, I just want to drop this bag off, and she looks at it. She had to have known it was fake. She had to have known. But she accepted the bag. Okay, perfect. We're gonna go ahead and fix it up and then ship it back, or then you come back and pick it up at the store. That's what it was. And so I'm like, cool, great. And we left, and I remember thinking, yes, this is finally done. I've had this handbag now in my possession for a couple years. I'm finally gonna be able to wear it. And I feel like it's kind of a sentimental bag from my mother. Like, I legit, like, took it in there and was like, I have a Chanel bag. Like, I don't know, but about a month and a half later, I received a call that they wanted me to come pick the bag up in San Francisco, and this was on voicemail, but the bag was not authentic. And when I got that voicemail, my heart sank, because first of all, I was really embarrassed. I was embarrassed that I took a fake Chanel bag to the Chanel store, and I was super embarrassed. I just didn't even want to pick it up. And all these things were running through my head. Did my mom know it was fake? Did my mom know, like, what? I don't know. I have no idea to this day if my mom knew the bag was fake. She probably thought it was a good knockoff. Who knows? And she did purchase another knockoff handbag in her life that I saw. And that she used all the time. So I don't know. I'm assuming she must have known, but why take so much pride in the bag? I don't know. So I was embarrassed, and I kept like dodging their phone calls every time they call, like, you need to come pick up this bag. So finally they left a voicemail and they said, listen, we will ship the bag to your house because you didn't get any services done. So we will ship it back to you. Give us a call. So I gave them a call, and the lady was like, where did you get this bag? Who sold this to you? This is illegal. Like, you can't be, you know, like, the lady was like personally very aggressive towards me, but I think that's her job. I don't think she meant it towards me like I was this horrible person. I think she was just like, we need to find out who the reseller is, or who's selling this, who's this. And I kept telling her, my mom just died a couple years ago and this was her bag. I don't know. I think she thought it was real. I have no idea. I thought it was real. I wasn't gonna come in with a fake bag, but the lady was so like persistent in asking, where did I get this? And I said, I don't know. I think my grandparents got it in Germany like 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Who knows? I don't know how many years ago. And she was like, where in Germany? And I had like, I was just like, I don't know. So finally she decides to ship the bag back to me, and I was like, thank God, because I don't want to go, like, do you know how embarrassing that would have been to go into the store and I'm here to pick up my fake bag that you guys like knew was fake. It was just cringy. So I got the bag, And I have the bag next to me, and I have the paperwork, which I actually have not read this paperwork in so long, but this is the paperwork they sent with the bag when they returned it to me. So let's go ahead and go through this. I promise to show you the bag and all that. So this is the paperwork. This is the location of the San Francisco Chanel store. Like, let me tell you, Chanel, even though it's a fake bag, like, they like have these like cute cards. If you can see, like, this is so fancy. So let's open the letter first, and then we'll open, oh god, there's multiple letters. All right, so it has the lady, Christine So was her name. It's Chanel customer claim, 1 handbag, black camera handbag with gold hardware. So before I took this in, I actually had done a little bit of research about the bag, because I'm someone who, I like to pride myself on knowing the exact model and the exact information from the bag. So I had known it was a black camera bag. I had looked at others online. My idea, real quick, because it was in shitty condition, was it's just vintage and maybe Chanel's quality has gotten better over time. So it's not the best quality, but I was thinking, I was in denial. So product condition, no specific remark, it was shitty. Requested service is the refurbish the product, including re-dyeing. Like, I was like going all out, like, yes, I want to rock this bag. Comment, total refurbishment, please refinish, replace, replate, replace hardware, and whatever else is necessary to restore handbag. Quoted $585, approximately 3 to 4 months. So again, I had saved up my money because when I was like 23, this wasn't where my money, the best place my money could go. And I had saved up my money for this. Like, I took it in and I was willing to wait. So this is the actual, I think this is the actual form that I dropped off. It has my name, my number. So March 22nd, 2014. So this was a while ago. So I was wrong. I was like 24. All right. And then there's another letter. Chanel. Enclosed, please find the item which you sent in for repair. We have examined the item and unfortunately must advise you that we are unable to authenticate your handbag. There are many indicators of genuine Chanel merchandise and they are not present within your item. We are always happy to repair genuine Chanel products. However, we do require some proof of original purchase in order to properly assist our customers. Should you be able to provide us with additional information, we'd be more happy to satisfy your request. So for like another like year after I got this bag back, I was like, well, maybe it's just so old that, because to me it sounds like they just couldn't find the proof, but that there's a possibility it could be like real. So I thought, oh, maybe they just couldn't find, like, I don't know. I was so in denial and so in shock of this. So as a practice, we'll take the possible steps to stop illegal sale of counterfeit merchandise. It would therefore assist us greatly if you could provide us with details, yada, yada, yada. So yeah, that's the letter that came with it. And then I don't know what this is. Oh, so this is the Chanel reprint. So this is the receipt, my name. So it looks like it's just a receipt from Chanel. It says $0, but it has like a reference ID and stuff. God, the receipts are thick. So that's the paperwork that came. So then I get this handbag back and I didn't know what to do with it, because what do you do with a fake Chanel? Like, they're worth nothing. It is nothing. And I didn't know if I should get rid of it. I didn't know if I didn't know what to do with it, but because it had sentimental value and my mom thought it was real when she died, at least is what I thought, I just didn't know what I'm supposed to do with it. Like, it's a sentimental bag, but then whatever. So fast forward a few years later, maybe 2016, 17, I decided, after it's sitting in it was wrapped in a towel in the back of my closet, I decided to take it to like a leather person and see what they could do to repair the bag. The bag is still in pretty bad condition, but the guy was like, oh, this clearly is a fake Chanel. He's like this older guy at the leather shoe repair. He was like, this is clearly a fake bag. He was like, I would have told you that if you would have brought it in. He was like, he was like, I mean, we can repair some of it, but it's not going to be perfect because it's such shitty condition. He was like, you know, we could do something. And I was like, well, I just don't know. It's like my mother's handbag. Like, I don't know what to do with it. I'm so at a loss. So he was like, fine, I'll do it. I think it was like 40 bucks. And he did what he could to repair it, and I have it now today. I think I thought it was going to repair even better, and I was like, I'm just going to put it on display in my closet. So it has been on the very top shelf at the very corner of my closet, because I just don't know what is correct, what is right. I don't know how I even feel about the situation. I've now had this bag since 2010, 2011, and it's like, I don't know what to do with it. It's weird because it's lost value in my mind because it's not real, but then I'm like, should I just get rid of it? But then I'm like, but my mom would be pissed if I got rid of it. I'm gonna show you the bag. You're gonna be like, this is obviously fake. But keep in mind, this is before I had ever bought a designer bag. This is when I was just in awe of designer bags, but I had not seen one. Well, I had seen one, but like I had not like touched or hold one. And yeah. So this is the handbag. So it's like a vintage camera bag. Again, I just thought it was old, and that's why it was like cheap condition. I don't know. This was a long time ago. So here's the bag. I think it has been like re-dyed on the front. This is what it looks like. And then it has like the tassel on the side, which when I gave it to the guy, the tassel wasn't even connected. Like it was all in pieces. And you could see like the wear. But like I should have known, because look at this. Do you think any designer is going to use this cheap ass 25-cent zipper pull? No. Like I just didn't know. And it says like the CC on there. And then the chain, which the guy reworked the chain because the chain whatever, but it's still whatever. And then this is like the part at the end. So again, the front. And then the back. I don't know, like all of this has been re-dyed because it was in such horrible shape. And I don't know what's going on there. I think it's just been sitting in my closet that it got kind of messed up again. I've only seen one of these bags ever in my life, and it was a couple years ago, and the girl brought it to a house party. So I assume that she doesn't take vintage Chanel to a house party. I'm assuming it was a fake bag as well, but I wanted to ask her, and I like was staring down her bag. She probably thought I was gonna rob her. No, I'm sure she didn't. Hopefully she didn't. But I was like staring at her bag because I was just trying to look and see like if it was as the same exact thing as mine, because I was curious. Here's the inside. So I had known that the Chanel's come with serial numbers, and I couldn't find it, but I had read online that sometimes, you know, if it's an old bag, sometimes it's hard to find the serial number. But yeah, the inside is fine. So the inside used to be, you're gonna be like so grossed out. It used to be moldy. And I don't know if it was because my old house had a mold problem. It was gross. But, or if it was like that the whole time my mom had it, I don't know. But yeah, there's that, and then there's another zipper pull, and it has like the CC. Could you imagine if I found like something in this pocket? That'd be crazy. No, nothing's in the pocket. And the leather is pretty soft. So this is a really, like, it's super soft inside. So I assumed it was real because I was like, oh, this must be the lambskin. But yeah, so that is the bag. But yeah, I like don't know where I'm going with this story. But I thought if I ever show this bag and you guys are like, oh my god, it's a fake bag, you're pretending it's real. No, I just wanted to show you guys. And it was just such an embarrassing story. And I cringe looking back at it. I mean, life is life and it happens. But I had so much high hopes for this bag. Like, this was going to be my bag. I was going to be so cool with a Chanel. And walked in the store with a fake bag, and they had to have known. Like, this is such a shitty quality bag. So they had to have known, and they were just like, this girl is a clown, I'm sure. But yeah, so I'll put it back on display. I don't know how I feel about this. It's not like I'm ever gonna wear it. I don't know. What do you guys think I should do with this bag? Should I keep it because it's sentimental and keep it on display? It's not bothering anyone being there. Or should I just get rid of it? It's such a weird feeling. But yeah. Let me know if you guys have one of these bags, because that'd be interesting if you guys do have a the actual bag. I'm curious to see what it looks like. I wonder, I should look and see if there's some bag unboxings of this bag, the actual one. But yeah. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate this. I have more bag videos to come. Not fake bags, but real bags. And I just love doing these videos, fashion and style. So I hope you guys like this video. Go ahead and follow my Instagram and my Twitter down below. I do have a blog where I often post things. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you guys watching. Please thumbs up this video if you liked it. I usually don't do story time videos, but I just thought it was an interesting story. And yes, have a great day.